Well, hello there, Habs fans. It's time for another Habs Thoughts video, and today we're going to discuss something that terrifies me. Something that actually scares me more than the Habs extending Eric Staal for another 8 years. Actually, maybe not. But it is scary, and it may be an unpopular opinion, but it's a man I've actually defended in the past, and I'm talking, of course, about Dominique Ducharme. But first, before we begin, if you guys are a fan of the Habs, or just Tom Kostopoulos stealing a purse in general, please consider subscribing to my channel, as I upload hockey content daily and would really enjoy if you guys would, tag along on a heist with me, Tom Kostopoulos, and Ryan O'Byrne. Yeah! Now, you're probably wondering, what chapped Junkie's ass now about Dominique Ducharme? Well, I was actually going to bring this up yesterday during the Habs news update, but I figured, hey, cause let's put this thought in a paper cup overnight, add in some soil, throw some turtle shit on there to help it grow, and see how I feel about it in the morning. Well, guess what? I don't feel any better. Now, if anybody remembers, a few weeks back, I actually came to the defense of Ducharme in a video. Yeah, I was saying, hey, lay off him, guys. Put the gun down. Nobody needs to get hurt here. I defended him because I felt like, hey, the fans expected him to make a silk purse from a pig's ear. But one thing I did say back then was, my main beef with Dominique Ducharme is how much line juggling the guy does. Okay, don't give me that shit about all the injuries. I'm not talking about filling holes when players go down. I'm talking about shuffling the names around in the lineup like he's doing a card trick every game. Now that we've got a healthy forward group heading into the playoffs, minus Jonathan Drouin, of course, Ducharme decided to make a comment yesterday which led me to believe that he's going to continue with the mixed line shenanigans. And here is the comment that I'm talking about. He would say, quote, "We're built on depth, so the lineup we see in game 1, we might see something different in game 2, and something different in game 3. We'll need our depth, we'll use our depth, and that's something we feel like is a strength for our team." It almost sounds as if he's not confident in his own lines before they even hit the ice. Do you want to know why I think the line of Danault, Gallagher, and Tatar are so effective? And, have had success now for a couple of years? Because they actually kept them together. These guys know exactly what they're doing every time they're on the ice. It's great. Then we take a look at a guy like Kotkaniemi. This kid has had about 47 and a half different line mates throughout this entire season alone. Okay? How do you generate chemistry with your line mates when they are constantly getting shuffled? I mean, just reading the lineup sometimes makes me dizzy. But forget about Kotkaniemi, because we may not even see him in the first game anyway, right? As Eric Staal, yeah, he may have passed him somehow on the depth chart. And again, I'm not sure if Eric Staal knows a dirty secret about Ducharme. Maybe Ducharme uses the urinal with his pants down to his ankles or something, and Staal has some pictures to prove this. That, or I don't know. Staal must be literally sucking on that guy's ass cheek like a frickin' algae eater cleaning an aquarium. God, it's confusing. Then we move on to Suzuki. I feel like him and Toffoli, they've shown great chemistry since being put together, but I wouldn't be shocked if, these two guys get split up if the Habs go down by a pair of goals in the very first game. Yeah, it's kind of odd. And look, I'm not saying shuffling the lines is a bad idea, okay? I've watched it happen for years and years. If the team was struggling and it went on for a few games, hey, switch things up, try something different, do your job. But personally, I feel like Ducharme gets a little trigger happy with moving guys around. It happens quickly and it happens often. Let me put it to you this way. When did the Habs look like they were at their absolute best during the season? January, right? And what was going on in January? They had a consistent lineup. They set some lines in stone during practice before the season even began, and they rolled with 4 lines during the games. That was the most consistent lineup they have had throughout this entire season, way back in January. And it was also the best month. They haven't really had a consistent lineup since then. And usually, you're prepared. Your lineup is already set in stone before you even begin game 1 of the playoffs. At least the serious teams are. Go ahead, look at the Leafs. Look no further than the Leafs themselves. They have more depth than the Habs. Don't be in denial of that shit, they do. And do you think that Leafs fans are curious of, hey, I wonder what the top 6 is going to look like when the playoffs begin? No, they're not. A Leaf fan right now would rhyme out his top 6 immediately. And the bottom 6 is basically damn near set in stone as well. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is I'm completely fine with swapping around the 4th line. I really am. I mean, if you want to let Lehkonen sit a game and get another 4th liner in there, it doesn't really bother me. But I would prefer if the top 9 forwards, they were all put in positions where they could succeed and generate some chemistry. Because when I looked at the Habs lineup at practice yesterday, again, I felt like their bottom 6 were 2 4th lines. Excluding Josh Anderson, that is. And if I'm Anderson, I'm telling the coach, hey, put me on a line where I can score, man. I want a creative center. Blah. Anyway, guys, we got a lot of time left before the Habs and Leafs square off on May 20th, so let's hope that things get sorted out a little better than what we've got going on right now. Let me know your thoughts in the old comment section, and I'll see you next time.